Welcome to Overtime at ACE, where we talk about relevant topics in today's construction age. My name is Josh Jewell, and I'm the Chief Development Officer at ACE Consulting. Today I've got Matt Ellis, President and COO of ACE, as well as Joey Summers, Senior Vice President of Pre-Construction at ACE. Thank you guys for being with me today. So our topic today is the updated EM385. Now this is something that we've been waiting a long time to come out. They've been talking about this for years, that they've been working on it. It's finally here. So for you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off some notes that I have on it, and then I want to get your all's thoughts before I have a question for each of you. Okay. So the last EM385 update was done in 2014. This update is said to be streamlined to reduce redundancies and eliminate unsubstantiated requirements. Usage reviewed over 5,000 comments and took over 190 people to completely rewrite the newest edition. The Corps of Engineers even changed the name. The new title is Safety and Occupational Health Requirements, and the new edition is effective as of March 15th of this year, 2024, and continued to be a requirement that contractors comply with the latest version of the EM385 that is in effect on the date of the solicitation. So with all that being said, what are you guys' thoughts?
I think the first thought is this has been a long time coming. Mm-hmm. The previous version before 2014 was put together in 2008, I believe. So you had a 6-year gap between the last one that included comments and various different reviews. This one has taken 10 years. You and I went to FedCon last year, and it was coming out in January. Mm-hmm. And even before that, and Joey has been on this for a while, even before that, it's coming out then, it's coming out here, it's coming out here. So it's been a long time coming. I think people are glad that it's finally out and we can start to do something about it and act with it. For so long, it was kind of in limbo on exactly when it was going to come out. So it's been a long time coming, but it's here finally.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll echo what Matt said, and additionally, it obviously has a big impact on the services we provide to our clients. So we have been waiting on pins and needles for this to come out and see how it's going to impact us. The good part of that is we've been tracking this all along. We've been following along with the development. We have provided feedback on the development of this. So we have a very good grasp on it because we've had so much time to look at it and go over it. So yeah, we're happy that it's finally out. There is obviously going to be a transition period where some projects will still reference the older version, mm-hmm. but we're going to start to see the new projects reference this one. So we'll be adaptable and able to address the needs of both.
Sure. And for those of y'all that don't know, with what we do, that is of utmost importance. I mean, the EM385 is something that for every sector of our business, it's crucial. So we thought it was obviously a relevant topic to discuss here today. So Matt, I'm going to ask you your question first, and then Joey will get to yours. So how does the latest EM385 update affect personnel requirements?
So we could probably talk on that for a long time, sure. An hour, or just in general, the changes that are from the 2014 to this version. Specific to some of the personnel requirements, a couple of them that have stuck out to us. One would be fall protection competent person, mm-hmm. or qualified personnel. It used to be that the root of it is that they're going to be much more stringent on what you have to do to be a fall protection competent person. Fall protection is the highest hazard that we have on a job site. And so generally, before this, you could go online and take a 2-hour online course, or you could do some things that you may not have gotten the real true fall protection training that you needed. That's been eliminated. Mm-hmm. And so they are going to require that you take 24 hours of documented fall protection from from somebody that is able to put that on. And there are varying levels of it. I encourage you to, if you're not familiar with it, you call us, Google it, whatever you got to do. But it is going to change, and that's going to be a change for any contracts after March 15th. The other one is also very relevant to us, is going to be kind of with the SSHOs. Designation letters are mandatory. 3 levels of SSHO now versus where it used to be 5. I think the biggest change there with the SSHOs is you probably on any kind of job where you're going to have any on your risk assessment codes where you're going to have a high on your AHAs, it's going to require a level 1 mm-hmm. SSHO. And a level 1 SSHO is not going to be able to have any other collateral duties. They're going to be able to be the SSHO, and that is it. And again, that's for any kind of job where you have a high or higher in your risk assessment code on your AHAs. So that's going to be a key one. As the risk goes down, you can start to see where level 2, where you'd be able to have a collateral duty potentially, where you could be maybe QC SSHO or super SSHO, and then the lower level is more along the lines of a competent person or a qualified personnel. So those are the big ones that would probably most affect a client of ours on a federal construction project.
Gotcha. Okay. And Joey, how does the latest EM385 update affect pre-construction plans and submittals?
So the biggest impact we're seeing is the new APP requirements. But before that, the specs would give you a good layout of what the APP is supposed to look like, but a lot of companies would just try to modify their existing company safety policy or put something together project by project, and you were really seeing a lot of inconsistency from one project to the next on what was expected. And the new EM385 is really streamlining that. Now they have an APP worksheet, an actual form. It's Engineering Form 6293 that is required for the APP. So each contractor will be required to fill out that form specific for the project. Helps make everything a lot more consistent, streamlined. There's drop-down menus where you can select. So it's easier to fill out, but also with that being said, there are 68 site-specific plans that, up to 68, that you might need to have included in this APP. And that really is back on the contractor to make it very site-specific and not just generic language pulled from somewhere. So that's where we're going to see a big impact on our side is our services. We can help fill out the APP form, but it's going to be those site-specific plans that we're really going to be able to provide value to the client for.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So as we used to do the entire APP on, let's say, our template, and then have those site-specific plans, now they're going to fill out the templates already given to them, and then we'll just be doing the site-specific plans associated with whatever project it is.
Correct. And there's likely going to be assistance needed in filling out that form itself. It's not necessarily cut and dry on everything, right. And we have studied the EM385 so much that we can fill that out pretty quickly once we understand the specifics of the project and talking to the client. Gotcha.
And Matt, just on the personnel requirements, when we were talking about the levels of SSHO, obviously there's always been levels to the SSHO, but now they're specifically talking about specific levels in the EM385, as when used to it was you got to have so much experience, you got to have this certification. Now they're just going to speak of the level, and the level is what it is.
Correct. So the way it used to be done, generally what you needed to be qualified to be an SSHO for was going to live in the specifications.
Right.
This they cross-reference back to the EM385 and how the precedence and all that takes place is what it is. But yes, to your point now, it's much more clearly spelled out in the EM385. So we haven't seen a spec yet. To say that there's not any out there. It's only been a week and some change now. But yes, we suspect that now it's going to say a level 1 SSHO is required for this project. It would be on the contractor to go back, cross-reference back to the EM35 to understand that means this many years of relevant experience on a project of similar size and magnitude. Or if it's a collateral duty, whatever that might be. Again, we haven't physically seen the spec, spec section of it yet, so we're going to kind of look for that to come out. But that's what we believe based on kind of who we've talked to and stuff like that with the Corps and some of the comments provided. We think that's what it's gonna look like.
And I don't think to this point we've seen any projects that we are currently on that is using the new EM385. Right? Not yet?
That is correct.
Okay.
We have none of our clients have sent us anything yet with the new EM385, but I do expect that should be coming soon.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, guys, I appreciate the time. I appreciate you guys giving some insight on the personnel requirements and the pre-construction items. I think that everybody is going to be on a learning curve when it comes to this. We've had, since 2014, we've had the same thing, so I think everybody kind of got comfortable with the way that that was. I think we heard so many rumors that was happening with different conferences that they were going to come out with this new one. I know at FedCon heard a lot of different speakers talk about how that was going to come out. But now it's here, so we'll see how this goes. I'm sure there's going to be some more changes made after this is the first year. I'm sure that there's going to be some things that some people aren't going to be happy with, that they're going to want to change. So we'll see how it goes. But no, I appreciate your all's time. And if you guys need any assistance with the new EM385, please contact ACE Consulting. We're here to help. We're the experts, work with ACE. Thanks.